It's not even the real chase yet, and I'm not even kidding. Lightning just struck maybe a couple 100 feet away. I'm not even pulled out of my driveway yet. Today is going to be a good day.
On July 21st, 2026, an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms was issued across a large portion of the Appalachian Mountains and into the Ohio River Valley, with a 5% tornado risk across much of the day's severe weather threat. I targeted this portion of the risk in southwestern Ohio for two main reasons. Reason number one being that it was a much shorter drive than the other target I was considering in central Kentucky, and reason number two is that this region has some of the flattest, most open terrain anywhere in the 5% risk, which is perfect viewing conditions for if I were to be able to successfully track down a tornado. But before we get there, we have to get through the flooded mess that was I-270 and I-670 in Columbus.
Alright, $50 in gas and an energy drink later. I think we're ready to actually continue now. These roads are so bad. These people are acting like they've never seen rain in their entire life before. Yeah, I know there's a lot of water on the road right now, but this dude right in front of me, he's like swerving all over the place like a moron. I think we're pretty much in the clear now. I can actually somewhat see the sky ahead. Everybody's still going really slow though.
After escaping the flooded hellscape of dense traffic in Columbus, I was finally out of the morning convection slop. Although my hopes were high, I was still uncertain of what the environment might look like after all the morning convection had cleared, as most models were suggesting that some sort of cloud cover would remain throughout the day. However, I was surprised to find that that wasn't the case at all.
It's not much, but I do see some blue skies over there, so at least there's that. Alright, so I made it to a rest stop, and I'm currently trying to figure out where I need to be. I'm currently at this spot in southwestern/central Ohio. There's a decent amount of sun right now, so I'm feeling confident about that. However, what I don't know about is if I should go further south or not.
After stopping inside the truck stop for a little bit, I asked some of my friends to see if they were also going to be targeting this area. I think it's pretty safe to say that heading south just a little bit was probably the best decision I made all day.
Say hi to Zach, guys.
Now that I'm not alone, it's going to be a lot easier to come up with a plan. As of this moment, the first cells were starting to fire in southern Indiana. However, it was looking very cluttered and none of them were really isolated. Plus, they were moving into bad terrain, so we had no interest in any of those cells. But there was one cell that caught our eye, where the borders of Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio met. It had the environment to itself, but it was in really bad terrain. So if we went for that storm, we would have to navigate around the Ohio River, which doesn't have a crazy amount of crossings and would be really hilly with a ton of trees. But then there was a storm going up that would head right for us, and it was just isolated enough to where it could actually do something. But it was struggling, so we dropped it south just a little bit, just in case we needed to leave that Cincinnati area storm as a backup option.
Alright, we're on the road again, dropping south, so we can give ourselves some better options here. The Middletown storm that we were looking at is dying, unfortunately. So we're dropping south to see if we can give ourselves that Cincinnati storm option 2, which is right off in that direction. But right now we're blasting like a half hour south, so we can hopefully get the opportunity to shoot back north if this Middletown storm does lock in. But we're still going to be able to go south if the Cincinnati storm is our only good option.
Although I thought the storm was dying, it actually sort of got its act back together pretty fast while we were on our way down there.
Alright, we caught up with everybody. Looks like we might actually get something here. It's looking pretty good.
Right as we pulled up to the storm, we noticed a bit of an issue. The previously mentioned Cincinnati storm, which is now tornado warned, is sabotaging our storm. The left split off of the Cincinnati storm is now flying straight towards our storm, and the storm is likely going to fully die now. So we started to drop south in an attempt to get to the Cincinnati storm because, of course, it also just got upgraded to a confirmed tornado warning.
Your route may be affected by severe thunderstorms.
You can still see the base on that storm out there. It's about to get rammed by the left split and not do anything at all, which is unfortunate, but oh well. We are zooming south right now. One of the storms down here did just get tornado warned. There is currently a confirmed observed tornado on the storm we're trying to get to. And we're stuck in construction traffic right now.
And, of course, right as we get going to the storm to the south, the north storm pulls itself back together yet again, and it gets tornado warned.
We turned around. We're going to go catch this storm. This storm is just struggling. They just dropped the tornado warning again.
As you just heard me say, not that long after the tornado warning for our storm was issued, it got canceled pretty quickly. And now we were in a spot where we can't get in front of either storm.
You know what, guys? I hate to say it, but I'm thinking we might have to call the chase, because I don't think I'm catching back up.
I feel like it's obvious at this point, but this is the end of the chase. There's no way I can catch back up, and even if I could, the storm is headed into the worst terrain of the entire state of Ohio. So at this point, we might as well take a closer look into what happened on the day. If we flash back a couple of hours, there was a bunch of slop in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and there were a couple of confirmed tornadoes up there, although it was nothing special. Now if we come back over to the main area where stuff was going on, there were quite a bit more tornadoes. To start, there was a tornado in Youngstown, Ohio, followed by another one just across the border in Pennsylvania. To the south, there was another storm or two that put down a few tornadoes, including an EF0 and an EF1 just to the south of Zanesville, and later another EF1 down by Parkersburg, West Virginia. Now let's jump down to Kentucky. Near the Indiana border, there was a decently long-tracked EF1, but again, I'm glad I didn't go down there, as the terrain is really bad. But to the south, near Bowling Green, Kentucky, the highest rated tornado of the day, an EF2, would track 21 miles. It was followed by a short-tracked EF1. And now it's time to see what happened where we were. To start, the Cincinnati storm did indeed produce not just one tornado, but two, both being short-tracked EF1s. And now, for the moment of truth, just to the east of Wilmington, there was a confirmed EF0, tracking just 3 miles. It was definitely rain-wrapped, but if we would have just stayed on the storm, we probably could have gotten it, which sucks. But hey, I'm not all that upset about it, because this chase was still a ton of fun. And I can't lie, that's a pretty crappy first tornado if I were to see it. But anyway, this chase was a ton of fun, and I really want to get back out soon. I suppose we'll see what happens, but for now, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.